Hello, boys. My name is Jaybur. Welcome back to the Footcast. We have a new guest today. He is
thank you.
Reese. He's a Liverpool supporter. We won't hold it against him. Chris.
I will.
Chris will. Chris, how you been?
I was alright until we found out we got a Liverpool fan on.
Anyway.
No, but it's nice to meet you, though. We'll find out what you like soon. So hopefully you're not like most Liverpool fans. Hopefully you're not delusional. Just saying. I'm joking.
Anyway, so how's our weeks been? Have they been okay?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, not too bad. Haven't really done much, to be honest. Just working a lot. And yeah, all that good stuff. Seeing the fact that another United game is fucking called off.
Yeah, I feel your pain, man. I feel your
Was
pain.
it? Our next game is the Manchester Derby.
Well, our derby got taken away from us. Fuck you, Sussex police. Anyway.
Which makes no sense. I mean, I think this should be the first topic because Brentford played Arsenal at Brentford. That's in London, round the corner from where the funeral was. Actually on the road on the way there. So
it's just stupid, isn't it? They stopped all Class A games. So, like, Chelsea and Arsenal, Liverpool didn't go ahead, or did they? So, anyway, yeah. So, if we just get into the games that did go ahead, Fulham.
The whole 5 of them.
Seven, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 7.
I don't know. I'm just taking a piss.
I know. I think the only thing I can get from that is Southampton lost. And Tottenham thrashing. How good was Son? A 13-minute hat trick. That was brilliant.
I mean, he's the player I would love at United, like someone like that. I mean, hopefully we have that now with our new boy, Antoine.
Yeah, he scored a couple of weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. There wasn't a podcast last week because I had COVID. Which is why my voice is still a bit muffled. I'm sweating like I'm Prince Andrew in a playground. But, yeah. Quite good results there. Frank Lampard getting his first win this season. West Ham again losing. That's not good for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know about Jason's opinion, we do agree with that.
What opinion? Oh, for Leicester, yeah.
No,
it's not
Prince
looking
Andrew.
good.
No, the Prince Andrew one. Because usually whenever we say something like this, we usually got to say we do not condone this. But now this time we do condone it.
You make it sound like I've got a loose mouth. Anyway, call me Clarkson for nothing. But anyway, like with Leicester at the moment, you can attach that meme to him. Big man team, yeah. It's not looking good, Breath.
No, Breath.
It isn't looking good. I thought Brendan Rodgers was going to get sacked yesterday morning, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
It is weird that he's not been sacked yet. I mean, unless he does a miracle and turns it all around and shuts everybody up.
Maybe
I generally can't see that.
Maybe they're giving him some loyalty. That's all I can think of.
Loyalty? Actually, no, not even, because they sacked, was it Claudio Ranieri after winning the Premier League?
Yeah, but...
I mean, all he done was one
these days in football.
Was that Reese?
I think he wanted to leave though, didn't he? Ranieri, he wanted a bigger challenge.
I don't know. It's because they were losing quite a lot, and then he got sacked.
Yeah. I think it was a bit of both, wasn't it? That situation.
Probably.
Yeah. So, anybody watch the Man City match?
No.
All I'm going to say is, fuck Woodward. Fuck the Glazers. We could have been the ones with Haaland, but they said no when it was 15 fucking million, and they said no, and we signed fucking Odie and Igalo instead.
I think if
honestly,
you were...
Who the fuck does that? You have
Man
Odie and
United.
Igalo, who's dreadful, or you got a young, up-and-coming, cheap striker. Nah, we're going to go Odie Nagala, who's been in the Premier League before. Is guaranteed goals. What, for fucking relegation Watford?
be fair, he did score quite a few goals for Watford and other teams.
Not for United, he scored like less than 5.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Bruce Lee fan, you probably would have liked the Man City game. You know, Nathan Collins getting himself sent off for that. But this just highlights the problem as well with the inconsistency in refereeing, right? Because Haaland did exactly the same thing to Joachim Anderson when we played Man City, and nothing was done about it. Nothing.
I mean, that's because it's Palace.
Fuck you. Anyway, in other news, Brighton have got a new manager. His name is Roberto De Zerbi. He was the Shakhtar Donetsk manager, but left them because of the war, obviously.
Sounds like a budget Roberto Martinez.
I was looking at his backstory. He is the manager that got Sassuolo to 8th in Serie A 2 consecutive seasons running. So he's not bad. Apparently,
so we can get. Huh? You can get Brian to another finish above Palace when you got to do the forfeit again.
Anyway, apparently he's like Graham Potter, and they've been watching him for a long time. Yeah, right.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah. Like they're lauding Graham Potter, but you know we've been watching another manager for months. Yeah, right. Anyway, let's look at the table. This is going to be skewed as hell. Leicester still without a win, rooted to the bottom of the table. West Ham down there as well. 4th win in 6 games. 4th win, 4th loss in 6 games.
Is it the other side of the table then?
Yeah. What did we all predict? They'll be top half. It ain't looking good.
No.
Then you got Wolves and Palace, and then you've got Aston Villa. Now Palace are already down there.
South Aston Villa.
Yeah, Southampton and Aston Villa are just above Palace.
Oh right.
Only because Palace has played one less game, but you know, it's looking a bit skewed. Like Chelsea, Liverpool are 7th and 8th, and the other Fulham side, Fulham, are 6th. Fulham ain't doing too bad, are they?
Yeah.
And then
you know what they say: don't take a team's best player. Liverpool.
And then in 5th, Man United must be getting nosebleeds.
21 is coming, mate. 21 is coming.
4th are the Scum. 3rd are Spurs, 2nd City, 1st Arsenal. Arsenal, I think. I mean, after 3 games, when people were saying Arsenal are going to win the league, I thought, no, you're in drugs. But they're looking good. They're looking really
surprisingly. Good. I mean, the signings they made were probably smart Arsenal buys, which sounds weird. But they're not really sort of players you would noticeably challenge for a league.
Mm.
Like Jesus, sort of, he's won it. Wasn't even the main striker in a team without a striker.
Mm.
And Zinchenko is a left back who got replaced by a right back.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's kind of embarrassing to say that out loud, but it's true. A team won a league without a striker, having a striker on the bench, and a left back being replaced by a right back.
Still won the league though, didn't they?
Exactly.
It just goes to show how good Pep is.
Good or backed well?
Huh?
Good or backed well, or Liverpool just not being as strong?
Well, Liverpool are on 9 points.
I mean, personally, coming from me, I don't think they'll win the league. I reckon we could maybe push for the Champions League or the FA Cup, but the Premier League's done for us. So our strikers still getting used to it. So
never say never. It's been done before from this. But 3
yeah,
teams,
I mean, bear in mind, last season City were 11 points clear or 12, and then blew that, and literally Wolves gave you a win. I'm not being funny enough. You guys were terrible against Wolves at the end of last season. Think about it this way: if Wolves had a striker who wasn't that whatever his bloody name is.
Jimenez, isn't it?
No, the other guy, the Asian guy. Can't remember what his name is. Jason, you'll know.
Minamino.
Yeah, if they had anyone but him up front, and they actually wanted to score, they would have battered you because they had about 3 or 4 one-on-ones. Ruben Neves had a chance to shoot and didn't. Minamino, if he just jogged or put one more little push instead of just a light jog, would have won the ball. Would have been 2-2, then it'll be 3-2. And then, yeah. So literally Wolves just laid down, was like, yep, just have your way.
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm still bitter, by the way, just saying.
I mean, a lot can happen. It's still, 31 games left? And it remains to be seen what happens after the World Cup. Are the players going to be knackered? Because the finals, December the 18th, right? There are no World Cup warm-up games. It's just league games. Right up until the teams go away. And
the World Cup thing is this coming week. This the pre-World Cup games.
No, that's Nations League.
Yeah, which is basically it's friendlies it's like a pre-season tournament. But it's like
it's not a traditional pre-World Cup thing. They've got the England team have got 5 days between the last Premier League game and the start of the World Cup. And then they go through all that, finish on the 18th, and then you've got the Boxing Day fixtures going into New Year fixtures. It's just going to be mad for them.
Can I just say one good thing, though, about this England team now for this week?
Yeah.
At least they're giving our bench warmers minutes when our manager doesn't have to do that.
There you go.
I mean, I know we're going to get onto it, but excuse my language, how fucking embarrassing is it? The England lineup, or the England squad that's been picked is embarrassing.
I think it's down to Graham Souness. I mean,
Gareth
Southgate. He's not taking these Nations League fixtures serious at all, is he?
Are you sure about that? Because he tried to win it a few years back, but then we got absolutely destroyed because...
It was the first ever one, yeah.
Southgate is literally a shit manager. I mean, he's overhyped, all because he had an easy bloody run, which he should have battered his way through in the World Cup.
Whoa.
Wait. Easy run the Euros, which again, nearly blew it. And then he blew it in the final because he went 1-0 up and he was like, you know what? 10 minutes in, 1-0 to us. We had Italy on the ropes the whole first 10 minutes. Italy were absolutely nothing. You could see the difference in quality. Yeah. And then you know what England did? You're like, you know what? Let's go back and just sit back and just defend for 80 fucking minutes. And that's what cost us. And he did the exact same thing against Croatia and did the exact same thing against Colombia. That's why I went to penalties in the World Cup before. Just saying, the game we actually played well. Was it against Ukraine? Yeah, it was Ukraine. Yeah, when we smashed them. That's because we attacked. We didn't hold back a lead. We're like, you know what, let's go for the kill.
I agree with that somewhat, but...
Somewhat?
You can't argue with the fact that we've been good. We have been good in the majority of our games. We have absolutely played teams off the park. With Italy...
When have we played a team off the park? Other than Germany... In that one game, when have we played teams?
Ukraine, San Marino.
No. Are you really having San Marino?
Yes. Albania, Liechtenstein.
Mate, I'm an Irish fan, but we can get fucking our goalkeeper, who's a championship player or a League One player, and he'll probably score against San Marino.
But
a win is a win, though. A win is a win.
He's a Liverpool fan. He knows. Anyway, let's just
sorry, no, go on.
I'm just saying, let's just cherry pick some of the names in this England squad.
Oh, let's start from the goalkeepers. This should be easy. All right, so goalkeepers. You have Dean Henderson from Nottingham Forest, on loan from Manchester United.
Yeah.
Nick Pope at Newcastle, and Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal. out of the three of them, I would have to say it's got to be either Nick Pope or Aaron Ramsdale got to start.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to side with probably Aaron Ramsdale because he's been outstanding for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Because, in all fairness, like, you can't really knock him. Like, he's done well. Yeah, he's made a few mistakes every now and again. Might not be the best with his feet or distribution, but he has been a good goalkeeper. Even if Jordan Pickford was in, I'd still pick Ramsdale because Pickford's... I'm pretty sure Pickford's just shagging Southgate's family member or something. Or he's shagging Pickford's mum or something like that.
He's shagging Pickford's mum.
How else do you explain him getting picked in a team when he's been shit all season?
But he always comes alive when he plays for England, though.
Exactly.
He was average in the Euros. Any goalkeeper could have made the saves he made. How was it? The one from Muller.
The penalties in the last game, the finals.
Yeah, some goalkeepers are better at penalties. Think about it. Tim Krul is good at saving penalties, but he doesn't start for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But
exactly, but he's Jordan Pickford plays for Everton, who were in the relegation zone most of last season.
Yeah, but he still got picked for the Euros, didn't he? Everton aren't that great.
And he had a shocker of a season. If Southgate is basing it on form, like he said he was,
yeah,
Pickford won't even get into the third choice goalkeeper role.
He hasn't.
He's injured.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, half of these names wouldn't get in based on the form. I mean, just putting it out there, Ben Chilwell
played one game. One fucking game.
Eric Dyer. Actually, Eric Dyer's been quite good, isn't he?
He's quite good recently.
Mate, he's dog shit.
Harry Maguire. Maguire.
Right, can I just say, right?
Luke Shaw.
Let me just say this, right? So with Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, Maguire, stats this season, every game he started, we've lost. Every game he's not started and been on the bench for, we've won. Luke Shaw, same. Played 2 games, got injured, but then got dropped and then he got injured.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny enough. A 22-year-old Tyrell Malacia coming in with no experience in the Premier League has absolutely kicked him out of the team. He was brought in as a backup to sort of understudy Luke Shaw. He's just kicked Luke Shaw out the fucking door in the first 5 minutes.
No.
And Maguire, how is a 5'9" centre-back kicking England's best centre-back out the door? It's just embarrassing. Like, Maguire shouldn't be anywhere near that England team or even anywhere near the pitch.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, when he plays for England, Harry Maguire, he's always quite good. I mean,
that's because England play 5 at the back to compensate for his shitness.
Well, no, not during the Euros. We were playing 4 at the back.
No, you're playing 5.
In that game against Ukraine.
5 at the back.
Was it?
Weren't they wing backs?
Yeah. You got Walker and
Trippier.
Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw.
But
Trippier at first in the first game.
There's plenty of examples of Maguire in an England shirt doing very well.
Yeah, but Kyle Walker is a better centre back than Harry Maguire.
Then he goes back to Man United and stinks the place out.
Again, because he is terrible. And think of it this way, Kyle Walker, a right back, is a better centre back. I'd choose Kyle Walker as centre back, along with that guy from AC Milan.
But
I'd choose them.
Tomori.
Yeah, I'd choose Tomori and Walker.
Yeah.
Would you? Can I put in a wild card here?
No.
Someone who's been very consistent this season. You know who I'm going to say, don't you?
Who?
Mark Gurhey. He's been an absolute rock so far this season.
I mean, fair, but
he was part of the pairing that shut out Liverpool for most of the game. He was part of the pairing that shut out Man City for most of the game. You know, he's been very good.
True. I mean, all right, so if I'm going to choose the back 4, I'd choose Trippier at right back.
Yeah.
Walker at right centre back. Tomori at left centre back. And who's a... Actually, I don't even know. Actually, no. Reece James at right back, Kieran Trippier at left back.
There you go. Yeah.
Because
just made
there's
Nathan
no offense.
very happy.
Before you say anything, I can see a little Liverpool smile, which I hope to change. Trent Alexander-Arnold should not be in the squad as well because he's been absolutely shocking all season. And you cannot lie, this season he's been absolutely shocking.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, he has been watching the birds a bit too much.
Oh my god. He keeps messaging too many girls in his DMs who've got boyfriends. That's the problem.
So there's one name on there that's baffled me, Connor Cody as well.
Yeah, very weird one.
He's always solid for England though.
Yeah.
I think he's got
whenever he gets on the pitch.
But he's got a good connection with Southgate, I think.
Like Jordan Pickford.
Not that close.
So, if we get on to the central defence, because apparently every winger now is classed as a forward. Well, Calvin Phillips has just had an operation, so I don't think he'll be playing.
Do you mean central midfield?
Yeah.
You said central defence.
Did I? No, I said central midfield.
No, you said central defence.
You need to learn how to
I think you said defence.
Did I? Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, it shows how negative it is. I think, Jay, if you're going to put up the stat, put up the England team in a little corner or something.
Yeah.
But
thank you for the more editing there, Chris. Yeah.
5 midfielders.
Yeah.
5. And is it 12 defenders? That's why Southgate is such a crap manager. He's too negative. You have, for example, you have an attacking manager, and we would have walked the Euros. We would walk at least to the semi-finals or the finals of this World Cup. Because you haven't got Biasy.
I reckon we'll still get that. I reckon we'll still get that. Semi-finals or the final.
It depends on who we get after the knockout stages. Because, think of it this way, before, we're quite good at getting easy sort of runs. In all fairness, in 2018, Croatia weren't that good. They got battered by France. It's just because we gave them too much respect and we also defended too much. It's the reason why we didn't go to that final.
Yeah, we dropped back way too much in the semis, in that semi-final. I agree with you there. But,
Southgate out.
Shut up. But,
sorry, is it not one rule for one, one for another?
Who would you have instead of Southgate then?
Exactly. Nobody.
Actually, hold on.
There's only one that I know of.
Let me think. Sorry, are we just looking at England managers or are we looking for managers?
Just managers.
Sven Goran Eriksson.
Sven.
No, I'll keep with the English vibe because Chris Powell, English manager, has done really well when he's built teams from what he wants. Look at Charlton. He got them promoted to the Championship.
That's fine. As soon as you said Chris Powell, that's what popped into my head. Charlton.
Think about it this way. He's the assistant coach. Well, no, he's an England coach already, so he knows the players. He's a good manager, and he can get the best out of players, which he has done for pretty much every team he's managed.
Yeah.
Why not? Think about it this way.
He's involved in the under-21s, isn't he?
No, main team.
Is it the main team? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you look at it this way, a couple of years ago, before Southgate got in charge, if someone told you, Gareth Southgate will be the manager, the guy who got relegated at Middlesbrough, you would have had the exact same reaction
at the time.
The what?
You knew my reaction at the time. It was the same reaction as when Hodgson took over at Palace. Me going, what the fuck is going on? But he's proved everyone wrong.
But Southgate hasn't. Not yet. Until he wins something. Because in all fact, the team, but the players he has, he should win something. Bear in mind, the Nations League, fair enough. If we won that, it's a trophy.
He's a bit like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right?
Fans are too.
There's not enough respect on his name. He took us to a World Cup semi-final, a Nations League semi-final, and a Euros final. Right?
We could have won the Euro. So
just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took Manchester United, that shit squad a couple of seasons ago, to second in the table.
That was only because Liverpool was so bad.
I know you say that everyone else was
no offense,
but
take
you still got to second in the table.
Yes, because everyone else was so bad. We were 20 points off City. So, you can't even say we challenged for the league.
Second.
20 points behind.
He's taken you to your highest finish for years.
Sorry, Mourinho did the exact same thing a few seasons before that.
That's why I said in years.
Yeah, it was like 2 years prior.
No.
Yes.
No. Anyway, looking at this midfield, right? Mason Mount has been not very good this season, has he?
Calvin Phillips doesn't even fucking play.
I know. I said Mason Mount.
I know. That's what I mean. Sorry. Yeah. Mason Mount. I choose Gallagher. Fuck off. I choose Conor Gallagher over Mason Mount any day.
I would as well, but he's not been playing either.
Gallagher's been playing. He's been playing, but he got sent off. Remember?
Yeah. Then
it was a straight road.
Declan Rice, baby.
That is fine.
Bellingham.
What?
Bellingham.
He
that place near Catford, Bellingham.
I think he's only good in the German league. He's not good for England. He hasn't really shown himself yet.
Is that because he hasn't joined you yet?
It's a bit like Sancho, really, isn't it?
That's what he's saying now, because he hasn't joined Liverpool yet, and he's bitter about it. He's like, fuck this dude.
I don't want him there.
You'd rather have Jordan Henderson?
I'm not saying Henderson's like the greatest player, because obviously he's not. I don't think he should have been picked for England. But
he hasn't, don't worry.
Yeah, he has.
No, he hasn't.
No, he has. No, today. He said he was back.
In.
Yeah,
he's called in today?
Yeah, because of Phillips.
Just leave him. If he's injured, leave him.
No, Henderson, he was deemed fit today.
I don't care if he cuddles the players in the locker room before the game or after a game. Fuck that. Have some young, fit players. If he's injured and you want him for the World Cup, then leave him.
You want a young, fit player that should have their place in the England squad.
Fucking loads of them.
To you a wild card, a Berriese. Why the hell has he not been picked? Right?
No.
You've got Jared Bowen in there. Bukayo Saka's been all right. Raheem Sterling's not been that good, right? If he's going to try people out, right? If he's going to try people out, why not pick Eze? Eze's been brilliant so far this season. He has been the focal point of Palace's counter-attacking all season. He's just quick. But I think he's in the under-21s though, isn't he?
Exactly, because he's not good enough for the first team yet.
Conor Gallagher's in the under-21s.
I think Elliott should be called up for at least a game.
Yeah, I agree.
Shut up, you tart.
I actually think Jacob Ramsey could be as well. And this
no, you're even bigger of a tart for that now. No.
But this might open up to... actually, Malcolm Ebiowe's in the under-20 squad. But this opens us up. During the golden era, I think it was the 2008 World Cup, when a young Theo Walcott was called up at the age of 17.
You mean 2006?
2006, yes, thank you. I got that wrong. This could be a moment where, Anthony Gordon could get in the squad.
I don't rate him at all.
He's all right. It's a bit lightweight, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he should get chucked off the ball.
But why not?
Bellingham.
I'd have as a midfield three. Was it Rice, Gallagher, and Bellingham?
Not bad.
If you're going to try it out, then give him a go. You got Gallagher, who's really good on the edge of the box. Like when we're attacking, he's good at standing on the edge.
Yeah.
You got Bellingham, who will work his ass off, and you got Rice, who will sit but push when he needs to and be that presence in the area.
Or you could play like he's played for West Ham all season, just sit there.
Exactly. So you can sit there and do whatever. Let the other two go forward.
He's an anchor that doesn't move.
Does the trick though.
Pulls up Patrick Bamford.
Yeah.
He'd done nothing all season. He scored about twice. He called him up.
Yeah.
Have your shot. He was awful.
But to be fair though, Go on. I was just going to say, you got to feel bad for the strikers getting called up for England, though.
Yeah, talking of the strikers, something's just popped into my head, right? I was seeing Tammy Abraham and Fikayo Tomori from Serie A getting called up. Well done. They played very well. There is one blatant person that we're missing from the defenders that we could call up. Probably to replace the likes of John Stones and Harry Maguire. What about Chris Smalling?
Do you know what? I was just thinking the exact same thing. To be fair,
he's been brilliant for Roma.
To his credit, him and Tammy Abraham have been working their asses off, and they've been playing really well. But they're not going to get a look in because Southgate has got his favourites, and this is why Southgate's not a good manager. He's got his favourites. Like, was it Grealish as well? I'm sorry, Grealish should not be playing. It should be Sancho. Because in all fairness, think about it. This season, if Southgate means what he said is based on form, Greenwood. Sorry, no.
Greenwood.
Off topic.
Yes.
Sancho and Rashford should be in the England team based on current form.
We don't. What's the praise? We don't agree with Chris's views on this channel. Chris's.
It's not views. It's just a slip of the tongue. Wrong name. But no. Sancho and Rashford, based on current form, should be in the England team. Bear in mind, they announced the England team and Sancho wasn't in it. What does Sancho do? Half hour later, goes and scores.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was watching. You don't.
Huh?
Sorry, I was gonna say you don't see like an idiot like fucking Maguire. Was it? Sancho scores, just celebrates. What does Maguire do? Scores one goal against a absolute nothing country, and he does this, fingers in the air. I'm just like, bro, you scored a goal in a friendly for England against a team who you're beating 5-0 anyway.
Really don't like him, do you?
Do Liverpool want him? We'll give him to him for free.
Who do you want?
No, you can have Harry Maguire. We take Van Dijk.
No, we're good with it. Take him.
Harry Maguire's the English Van Dijk.
Are you on something, mate?
But I think one good decision that Gareth Southgate has made is he's called up Ivan Toney.
Yes, but is he actually going to play?
Yes, I reckon he will.
That's what I said.
The press conference today, there's been a lot of buzz around him. There is no way that Gareth Southgate's not going to play him.
I mean, bear in mind, again, that's another thing we could have won the Euros on, is if Southgate took him off, like Harry Kane off, against Italy, because he was man-marked that whole game by two slow centre-backs who can keep up with him. And then you had Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench, who's fast. Like, I'm sorry, but Calvert-Lewin fast.
Calvert-Lewin would have been eaten up by Bonucci and Chiellini, I reckon.
It probably would have got us a pen because Kane was so slow. Calvert-Lewin at least is fast. But you see
the standard of the refereeing in the game. Look what happened to Saka.
To be fair, that was a tactical foul, and that was very, very smart. I would. To be fair, if England,
he was expected to get sent off because did you see Chiellini's body language? He went to go and walk off, didn't he?
Sure, bear in mind, he wasn't the last man. It was on the halfway line. He was towards the wing. If it was more directly in the line of goal and he was the last man, straight red. But the fact is, it was a very, very, very smart decision by Chiellini. Because think of it this way. If, for example, Harry Maguire did that against a fast young player, England would praise him like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I admit I was really pissed off at the time, but now I look at it now, I just think, bloody, that shithousery.
I don't think it would have been a sending off regardless, though. Like, he'd done that initially, and I think the referee knew something like that would have happened if someone would have gone past him. And it wouldn't have been like a straight red because the rules now are like, oh, if your foot's or your toes over the line, you're offside or something like that. He's not going to give a straight red to that.
Did you see what else Chiellini did in the MLS?
No.
Punts a long ball forward. He jumps up, uses his hands to just bat it away, the ball. He only gets a yellow card for it.
To be fair, he's a dirty player, but he's a very smart player. You can see why he's been in the game at a top level for so many years. You need to be smart, which he is. And that's why he won Italy the Euros.
He's the Italian Jamie Vardy. If he was playing Palace, it'd be like that. So, Chris and Reese, who are you going with your front three then?
Go on, Reese, you start first.
Obviously you got to have Kane up top.
Yeah.
I know he's been a bit sluggish, but
obviously,
he'll get a kick start, and Southgate will like give him a little slap and put him into place like he usually does.
No, he won't. He'll cuddle him and be like, "It's okay, my precious. It's okay. Don't let what they say hurt you."
And then I'll probably stick Sterling or Grealish on with him, just a bit of pace on the sides to get an early goal, and then do the sit back kind of thing just to hold maybe work for another goal from the midfield and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. No.
You need pace. That's the end of it. Sterling's probably just gonna try and run at it and fall over again with little like T-Rex arms. That's the only problem.
I mean, I choose something completely different. I choose Foden on the left.
Who are you looking at?
The TV.
Okay, go on.
Because I'm going to say that's got the England line up on the side. I have my phone here. I'm charging it. So I choose not Grealish.
What's that sound?
Anyone hear some weird noise?
Yeah, it's
James' mic. There we go. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I don't know why it does that. It's
yeah, we were just like, what the fuck? But yeah, so going back to it, so I'd have Foden on the left, Abraham in the middle, and I'd say Saka on the right.
Fair.
Because Saka can right defenders, Abraham can be a pain in the arse, but then you've got Foden on the other wing who can create, so they can sort of both go into the box and he can knock the ball in. Then you've also got the likes of Conor Gallagher on the edge of the area. Ball comes out to him, shot, challenges the keeper, could be a goal.
Okay.
And you also got Bellingham who can work his arse off and get in the box to help the striker. Then you got Gallagher sitting on the box, and you got Rice who can push up if he needs to, or just sit back.
Cool.
So you got that cover, but you also got that attack.
I would.
But if I had a choice, so Sancho would be in that fucking little team.
Yeah, it's criminal. It's criminal. I would go for personally Kane, Saka, Grealish.
You disgust me.
And then probably bring Raheem Sterling on for that burst of extra pace in the. That
should be the title of your bloody podcast for this one. Was it? Picking the England starting 11. You disgust me.
Well, I'm going to name it that. Picking the England starting 11 gone wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You have an Irish supporter in the bottom.
Fight the power. But bear in mind, 2 of England's best players are Irish. Just saying.
Are they?
Grealish and Rice.
Rice, yes. Yeah. Oh wait, no, Grealish did, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
Traitor.
Yeah, why do you think Irish fans never forgive? We still hate Thierry Henry.
I remember that.
I mean, just saying, we hold a grudge.
Ball to hand, to be fair.
You can fucking... Fuck off,
anyway, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jaybur, that's been Reese, that's been Chris. I will see you in the next one.